welcome to day 12 of our lockdown yoga series. My name's Claudia and I'll be taking you through today's practice. So in today's practice we will be focusing on back bends. I'll be honest with you, back bends are not my favourite yoga postures. I find them really rather challenging. However, they do have loads and loads of benefits like improving our posture and spine flexibility and mobility. They stretch out the abdominal muscles and open up our heart. And they're also very good to practice for lowering stress and anxiety levels. So there are tons of benefits to practicing back bends. We will take it nice and easy today, so it will be a beginner level practice. And just make sure you don't do anything that doesn't feel right for your body today. So just be mindful and work at your own levels. Okay, let's begin. So today we're going to begin the practice in a tabletop position. So come onto your hands and knees. Have your shoulders over your wrists and hips over your knees. Come into neutral spine to start with. And then inhale, arch your spine and look forwards, lift your chest forwards. Exhale, round the back and look down, chin to chest. Inhale, arch the spine and look forwards, lift your chest forwards. Exhale, round the back and look down. Really feel the stretch in between the shoulder blades. Inhale, arch the spine, look forwards. Exhale, round the back and look down, chin to chest. Inhale, come into a neutral position. And from here, tuck your toes under and lift your hips up into our first downward facing dog. So keep a bend in the knees if you need to. Maybe drop one heel down onto the mat and then the other, alternating, stretching the back of the legs. Externally rotate your shoulders away from your ears, so make sure you feel a nice opening in your upper back and your shoulders not pressing against your ears. Take another inhale. On an exhale, drop your knees back down onto the mat into a tabletop position. Look between your hands and then step your right foot in between your hands. Roll onto the area just above your left kneecap. Maybe release the left toes, right knees over your right ankle, and then inhale, lift your arms up into low lunge. Join the palms together and arch your spine. Tiny little back bend here. And then exhale, release your hands back down onto the mat. Step your right leg back, take an inhale. And on an exhale, step your left foot in between your hands. Roll onto the area just above your right kneecap, release your right toes, left knees over your left ankle. Inhale, lift your arms up into a low lunge. Join the palms together and arch your back into a tiny little back bend here. And then exhale, release, step your left leg back, bring your toes together and sit back into a child's pose for a breath, just to reset the spine. Take an inhale. On your next exhale, come back into a tabletop position. Walk yourself back a little bit on your mat just to give yourself a bit more room. And then keeping your hips over your knees, just walk your hands forwards and start lowering your chest and your forehead down onto the floor. And you'll feel a really nice stretch in your upper back. One more inhale here. And then exhale, walk your hands back into a tabletop position. Keeping the elbows in, lower all the way down onto the mat. So chest and chin down onto the floor. Have your hands underneath your shoulders. And on an inhale, lift your chest up into a tiny little cobra here, so we're not lifting all the way up yet. Keep your elbows nice and bent. And then exhale, release. Move your hands back a little bit. And then inhale, see if you can lift One more time, maybe straightening your arms a little bit more, but make sure your shoulders are nice and relaxed, elbows are in. And then exhale, lower back down. Move your hands back a tiny little bit more. Inhale one more time, lift up. Maybe straighten your arms all the way if you can. And then exhale, release. Let's just sit back onto our heels in a child's pose to release the spine. Inhale. And then come back into a tabletop position and lower down onto the mat. This time, inhale, stretch your arms forwards. And on an inhale, see if you can lift your arms off the mat just a couple of inches. Hold here. Take a breath in and then exhale, bend your elbows 90 degrees. Keep your hands off the floor. Inhale, maybe lift a little bit higher. And then next inhale, see if you can bring your arms back behind you, palms facing down. Inhale, hold, maybe lift a little bit higher. And then exhale, release everything down onto the mat. And take a breath here, resting down on the floor. Bring your arms back behind you, palms facing down. Inhale, lift your chest off the mat one more time. Lift your hands off the floor. And this time, see if you can lift your legs off the floor as well into this locust pose. Inhale, hold. And exhale, release. Take a rest down on the mat. Bring your right arm in front of you, your right elbow bends. Inhale, see if you can bend your left knee, and then see if you can grab hold of your left foot with your left hand and start bringing that left heel closer to your body. If you can, see if you can turn your hands so your fingertips are pointing forwards. But if that's not possible, just keep holding on to wherever you can. Hold here. And then exhale, release. And switch sides, so bend your left elbow, hands flat on the floor. Bend the right knee and start bringing your right heel closer to your body. Maybe grab hold of your right foot with your right hand. Maybe turn your hand so your fingertips are pointing forwards. If this is too challenging, just keep holding to whatever you can. Inhale. And then exhale, release. Just drop down onto the mat for a breath. And then see if you can bend both knees, start bringing your heels closer to your body. Maybe you can bring your hands behind and grab hold to your feet. And maybe start lifting your chest off the floor here. And hold. If you want to go into a full bow pose, maybe you can start lifting your knees off the floor as well. Inhale and exhale, release. And let's just sit back in a child's pose to reset the spine. From here, walk your fingertips back to your body. Stretch your legs out in front of you, and we're going to lie down and finish off in a bridge pose. So lie flat on the mat. Bring your feet as close to your body as you can. Keep them about hip width apart. Your knees are pointing forward so you're not falling in or out. Have your arms by your sides, palms facing down. And then on an inhale, start lifting your hips up towards the sky, just as far as feels comfortable for your lower back and your neck. And just hold here. And exhale, release. Bring your knees into your chest, rock along the spine. And we'll do it one more time. So bring your feet down onto the floor, as close to your body as you can. Arms by your sides, palms facing down. Take an inhale and lift up into a bridge pose. If you wanted to, you can bring your arms over your head, palms facing up. One more inhale. And then exhale, lower everything back down onto the floor. Bring your knees into your chest. Rock along the spine. And then open your arms out to the sides. Take an inhale. And on an exhale, drop your knees to one side. I've gone to my left first. Inhale, come back to center. And then drop your knees to the other side. Inhale, come back to center. Hug your knees in one more time. And then lower your feet down onto the mat. You can stretch your legs. Let your feet fall out, have your arms by your sides, maybe palms facing up. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths in this Shavasana, final relaxation. So just notice how your back is feeling after all the back bends we've done today. Mine's feeling quite good actually, especially after being sat down for the whole morning working. This feels quite nice. As always, please stay in this Shavasana pose for a few more minutes if you've got the time. Otherwise, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the class. Please let me know in comments what you thought. Subscribe to my channel, follow me on Facebook. Have a beautiful rest of your day, and I hope to see you